Hello, my name is Paul Hollander and I'm a consultant for Infratects Consulting. Today I would like to show you an in-house development that we have recently completed, which is called the SmartView Connection Manager. The SmartView Connection Manager is a custom-made solution that is really intended to be used by EPM end users for those who want to create multiple EPM connections or may want to convert some of their existing connections against different specifications. The main reason really why we started off with this development is coming from various EPM upgrade projects, where it was required for many users to convert their existing SmartView connections without changing their names, but in fact do change the provider URLs and other specifications. So based on those needs, we decided to build a solution and then ultimately refined it so it can be generically used by any EPM administrator and user. Apart from this specific purpose, we've also seen the solution being very useful so far for EPM environments where private connections are heavily used anyway, and they want to deploy their connections to new users. Especially in environments where multiple EPM applications are being used, the process of creating the connections has been optimized. So in any other case, you would ask your user to create a connection for HFM, for planning, S-Space, or all of them. They would have to go through several manual steps to create the connection and provide the necessary specifications. With this tool, they simply log on, they decide for which applications they want to set up a connection, and they click on OK. And that's it. There is nothing more that they have to do to complete their configuration. The technology that we use for the Connection Manager runs on top of SmartView and can be found in a separate add-in right next to the SmartView add-in. The administrator only has to provide instructions how to log on to the Connection Manager and how to pick the EPM applications. So no need for manual creation. And can be particularly helpful for users who work with many EPM applications and therefore many SmartView connections. We've also added a feature to push very specific SmartView preferences to user profiles, where we commonly see issues arising with the Oracle default preference. One specific example is the default column width that's enabled, or the hash missing label set to missing instead of numeric 0. Finally, the Connection Manager allows you, if you are using the tool for upgrade projects, to keep the connections to the old environment and at the same time create connections to the new environment. So in fact, you allow your users to use both connections simultaneously. So this is a bit of background on the tool. Now I'm going into the tool itself and show you how it works. So here we are in Excel with the SmartView add-in installed. And what we also see is this ribbon called SVCM, which is an abbreviation for SmartView Connection Manager. We also see the SmartView panel on the right side, which is empty right now. And we see three different options here in the SVCM ribbon. Admin mode, company logo, and connection management. Now, the world of the EPM administrator will be in admin mode and company logo. The end user will only use the option connection management. So let's go to admin mode. It's password protected. And this is the the console screen that you then will see. So for the purpose of this demo, I've set up 3 connections to S-Space applications, and the information you usually specify manually can be specified in here. So database name, server name, the provider URL, the app name, and also the type. So let's start with type. So far, 3 Oracle EPM application types are supported with this tool, which are HFM, planning, and S-Space. The other fields, if you know the SmartView connection management from the standard functionality, should be known to you. This field, replace old connection, that's something that the tool provides in addition to this. So what that functionality does is, let's say if you have an older version, let's say 11.121, and you're migrating to a 2.3 or a 2.4 version. If you put the replace old connection to yes, what the tool will do is it will delete any connections with that name that you've specified in the connection name box, and it will replace it with this new connection, essentially converting your existing SmartView connection for the new platform. That's with a yes. If you decide here to put it as a no, this connection name will be created with a suffix of _new. In that way, you will preserve both connections, and you will be able to connect to them at the same time. So these are just free connections. I can add just as much as I want with this plus sign, depending on how your EPM landscape looks like. Finally, there's a button here for some SmartView options. 3 very specific ones that you can push a default for. So that's the hash missing label. You can indicate hash missing, hash numeric 0, or just don't change it. Disable Outlook, yes, no, or don't change it. And the same with the adjust column width option. These specific settings are really based on our past experience with upgrade projects in settings that are found to be very important to push with a new SmartView installation. But when the tool evolves, we might be able to add additional preferences in this option to push to your end user. But for now, these are the only 3 available. So I'm going to cancel this and move on to the next option, company logo, which is really an optional step just to make the connection management look a bit nicer and put a bit of your own branding on the connection management. So in this case, there's a standard company logo that's been set up for the add-in, but through this option, you can decide if you want to have a different logo assigned to your tool. You can also decide to deactivate it if you do not really care about the company logo. And last but not least, the connection management. This is really the console that you would tell your end user to go to log on and decide which applications they would like the connection for. So in this case, I'm just going to log on as admin. And here are the 3 Essbase cubes that I've specified in the admin mode. So I can handpick them if I want, or if I really have a big list, I can apply filters as well. So let's say if I'm only an HFM user, I can select HFM, and in this case, it won't select any of the applications because I've only set up Essbase cubes. So if I pick Essbase, it selects all of them. So they fill out these details, they click on create, and that's it. There's a message box telling you what connections are added, and if applicable, connections are updated or are removed. So now if I go to the SmartView panel, we can see the 3 Essbase cubes being established. And let's say if I delete one of them, and I go there again and repeat my steps. Nope. We can now see the Vision 3 cube that I removed has returned, and it also indicated that it added certain connections. Well, there you have it. This is the Infratects SmartView Connection Manager tool. If you would like to know more about this tool or are interested in a copy of the tool, please mail us at info@infratects.com.